welcome back to Fun in Our RV. We just got back from a 7-day, well over 2,000 mile trip. It was fun, but not uneventful. Let me tell you, if you have a Coleman or a Dutchman or some other less expensive RV, you need to watch this video. Something happened to us that you could fix on the road. I didn't realize exactly what it was till we got home and I worked on it. Check this out. Well, on this trip, we stayed at pretty much a different location almost every night. We stayed at one place at a relative's way out by Augusta, Georgia, for 2 nights, I think, something like that. That was the most. Otherwise, we spent one night here, one night there. But most of it was, camping on, family or friends. We were a mooch docking, I guess you could say. But staying there, sleeping there even at times. So we only spent, out of this week-long trip, we only spent, I guess, 3 nights actually in the camper. They were great nights and great places. It was really wonderful. One of the places was Moundville, Alabama. I'm going to do a video of that. I highly recommend it. What an interesting place and a great campground. Now, what happened was at that first night at my brother's house, only a few hours away, we noticed water. We were tracking water on the floor. Well, he's in East Texas. It was foggy, heavy dew kind of thing. Everything was wet. The ground was wet. We figured we're just tracking in water here, but it sure seemed like a lot. We mopped it up and kind of went on about our business. Well, turned out we had a terrible leak under our seat that every time we ran the water would run out from under our cabinet here, and it took us a while to figure out exactly what was going on. We thought maybe it was running off no, it was down underneath. I'm going to show you what happened, how to fix it on the road, or how to just generally fix it, how you would fix this same problem if it was in your house, but more importantly, how to fix it in your RV so it'll never happen again. That's what we're going to talk about here today. So pay attention. This could really save your vacation. We started off our 2,000 plus mile week-long trip with an evening visiting a relative in East Texas. The plan was to spend the night there and get an early start by staying in the RV. There was no cooking and very little water use. After we gave him a tour of the RV, we noticed some water on the floor. It was a very foggy evening in East Texas, and the grass and the ground were soaked by very heavy dew. We dismissed the water as something we had just tracked in. The next night was spent at a campground at Moundville, Alabama State Park. It was there that we started to wonder about the water. At one point, we thought it was some runoff from the countertop or a leaking coffee maker. The next few nights were spent sleeping in a guest room at a relative's house in Georgia, so we really didn't know anything about the camper. It was our final night at Roosevelt State Park while we were coming home in Mississippi that we concluded that we definitely had a problem. Even though the actual amount of water was not much, we now accepted that we probably had a serious problem and that it was likely a leaking drain pipe. The next day, we rose early and headed back home. Arriving home at about 2:30, one of the first things I did was try to find a way to gain access to under the kitchen sink. I discovered that this can be accomplished 2 ways. The first was through the channel behind the trash can compartment. The second was by removing the space heater. I decided to go with the trash can compartment first. This was easy, for it only required the loosening of 3 screws to take off that back panel. This decision gave me a good view of the drain pipes, and I quickly noticed that the P-trap connection had separated from the drain pipe. It looked something like this. It was lined up underneath to some degree, but not connected. This meant water would actually drain down into the P-trap and flow on to the tank or wherever, but some would certainly get out every once in a while. Under normal conditions, the repair is very simple. The sink pipe would be reinserted into the P-trap and the connection would be tightened. That would be the end of it. Unfortunately, in this instance, the weight of all the plumbing was being suspended on that one drain pipe, and the friction of the rubber gasket wasn't really working. I could tighten the pipe as much as possible, but the slightest downward pressure, the P-trap would pull the pipes apart. I knew that the constant earthquake that is occurring in the back of the RV or in the RV is more than enough to shake it apart. I decided that I needed to come up with some kind of mechanical means of holding the pipes together. I chose to use some of the new generation rubber peel and stick tape. You know, the two common brands like Flex Seal tape or the Gorilla brand peel and stick big rubber tape. Both of these brands are incredibly sticky and durable. Once you peel the backing off and touch the tape to a surface, it forms a permanent bond. There's no repositioning after contact. I already had some of the Gorilla brand tape, so I used it. You can see by the photo that what I did was simply wrap the tape around the joint between the pipes. By firmly squeezing and pressing it down, the pipes will never separate. While the tape alone would likely prevent any future leaks, this is not the primary reason I chose to use it. The main purpose is to prevent separation and assist in helping the sink drain support the plumbing. That is to say, the pipe that is the sink drain hold everything up. I hope you never need this lesson, but after seeing the situation where the sink pipe had to support all the plumbing in that compartment, my wife said that pipe had every right to fail like that. It was being asked to do more than it was designed to. Thanks a lot for watching. Good luck. I hope this helps you if you're ever in this situation.